Okay, now let's talk about writing answering the survey question or writing an essay. Let's open up the first picture, writing task 2 instructions. All right, now, again, this one, the most important thing is that you understand that answering the survey question or a typical essay has 4 paragraphs. Okay, that's it, 4 paragraphs, not like email 5, 4. Responding to survey questions. Number 1, choose an option. Write 1 or 2 sentences in your own words. State which option you prefer and avoid writing a long introductory paragraph. So in the first part, you always write something like, okay, even though option A might be cool, I still choose the option B. However, you're never going to say option A or option B. You're going to say or paraphrase what the option A actually is or what the option B actually is. But the most important thing in this first part is to acknowledge the validity or existence of the option that you didn't choose. You can mention why you didn't choose it, or you can mention why this one could be attractive or whatever, but you also have to mention this is my choice or this is why I believe that my option is better, right? You never say my option. You're never going to say option A, option B, right? You're always going to say what the option is and you're going to paraphrase it if needed. So body paragraphs need 2 to 3 reasons for your choice and support each one with details. For this one, you will have 2 paragraphs and you will have enough time to state what your reasons are, and you need to provide arguments for these reasons, right? So do you support wearing school uniform? So for example, there's a task. Do you support wearing school uniforms or do you support kids not wearing school uniforms at schools, whatever? But so you want to say, even though many people would say that expressing individuality is cool and not wearing school uniforms might be attractive and cool, right? I still believe that wearing school uniforms is better for children, for children and for their education. And that's it. It should be really short. You don't want to express it because I think that all the kids are like this or the kids whatever. Like, doesn't matter. Nobody cares. First paragraph, you just write which option you chose, and you have to acknowledge the validity and existence of the option you didn't choose. Body paragraphs give 2 to 3 reasons for your choice and support each one with the details. And number 3, concluding statement, write 1 or 2 sentences to sum up the message. Avoid simply repeating the introductory statement, which basically you're going to do. You will repeat what you mentioned in the first paragraph. You just have to rewrite it, paraphrase it, right? So avoid writing a long concluding paragraph. So concluding paragraph and first paragraph shouldn't be too long, and the last paragraph, the concluding statement, should be paraphrasing the first paragraph, basically, right? So instead of saying repeating why you choose why you choose the option where kids should wear the school uniforms, you might want to say something like, so all things considered, or to sum it all up, even though individuality and individualism is something that is like promoted these days, I still believe that traditional values and wearing school uniforms is the best option and most beneficial for the kids. That's it. Very, very easy. Moving to the next picture. Key skills and strategies. Just like in the email, you need to have a logical organization. Make an outline before you start writing. Start with an opinion statement and end with a concluding statement. You start with which one you choose and you repeat that with paraphrasing in the concluding statement. Create flow using meaningful transitions, however, furthermore, firstly, secondly, in addition to that, more specifically, and so on and so forth. Compare your choice with the other choice. Yeah, when it comes to create flow using meaningful transitions. When it comes to transitions and connectors, and you will have all these files separately and crammed together in a strategy picture that I made later, but we're going to talk about that later. So, second thing, brainstorm ideas before you start writing. Okay, so why do you choose this option? So this option is good because of these, and these reasons, right? 2 or 3 reasons. And then you have to say, why should I care that your reasons are so valid? Why are they so valid? Why is it so important? What else? Support each reason with at least one concrete detail or example. You can use your personal experience. It doesn't have to be, but basically, you have to give me a concrete reason why your idea is so good. Why do you think that we should keep or not keep, right? These uniforms. If you choose not keeping the uniforms, your idea might be something like, well, when kids are this is going to enhance the kids' creativity, so they are going to develop their brains into other artistic parts, and they are going to be more free to explore, which we can create a little geniuses, right? And you can say, like, I know my niece was never like, or my sister, like, personally, from my personal experience, my sister, no, my parents never told her to do homework, and she did it all by herself. Nobody told her you should do this, and she's really good in math, and she's really good in, and she's also very creative, but she had this kind of freedom to explore on herself. So if we help kids, develop their individuality, then it is going to be better for them. We might create geniuses. Now, of course, you're not going to cram all this information that I just said into 2 or 3 sentences or into full paragraph. What you're going to do is try to make it simple. First, write it like, okay, creativity brings geniuses, and then you will know how to elaborate your idea. Compare your choice to the other choice. Well, you can, in this way, you can say that why having uniforms is good and why not having uniforms is bad. Think about it this way. So while you're using two arguments to support your idea, and while you're supporting your idea with specific details, you can use one paragraph to explain why the other option is not going to work. Accurate grammar and clear formatting. Now, I don't have to say that this is what you need to pay attention to. This is what you need to take care of. I cannot fix your grammar. I cannot fix that for you. You need to read a lot, and you need to expand your vocabulary. There are many ways you can do this, but we're going to talk about that later in future classes. So that was this picture, key skills and strategies. Let's move on. Key skills and strategies, thorough response. Read the whole question carefully so you don't miss anything, so you know what you're talking about. You don't make any mistakes here, and your task fulfillment is good. State your choice at the beginning of the response. Focus on reasons, not suggestions or descriptions. Suitable tone. Consider the audience who will read a survey response. Don't write an academic essay. Don't overcomplicate it. Avoid rudeness, sarcasm, and casual slang. And check your work 3 to 4 minutes after you write, and be aware what kind of mistakes you make most often. That was writing picture 3, writing task 2, keys and strategies. Now here you will also find agreement, cause, conclusion, examples, and opposition. Now if you open, for example, agreement, you're going to see agreement, addition, similarity. Or if you open cause, you will see cause, condition, purpose with the green letters. How do you read this? You read it, cause is all the left, the column from the left, and all the words, all the causes are from the left. So in the event that, granted that, as long as, on the condition that, and so on. In the middle are conditions, if, then, unless, when, whenever, while, because of, and so on. And on the right column, you will have purpose. In case, provided that, given that, only if, so that, and so on and so forth. All right, let's continue. Now, let's take a look at the task 2, template shopping mall. Let's read how one typical essay example looks like. City development survey. You live in a small town of 10,000 people. A large green area in the center of town is undeveloped. The city has sent out an opinion survey to see what residents would like to have built in that area. Choose the option that you prefer. What do you prefer? Why do you prefer your choice? Explain the reasons for your choice. Write about 150 to 200 words. So, option A, shopping complex. This shopping mall would include a restaurant, supermarket, and a movie theater. And option B, recreational park. This park would include a sport complex, a large green area, and a small petting zoo. Okay. While I recognize that building a shopping center might be a great decision, I believe that town should create a recreational park because it will promote a healthy lifestyle for residents and improve the town's visual appeal. Firstly, having a park will help people transform their lifestyle. As an avid runner myself, I noticed that our town doesn't have a dedicated space for running and working out. Moreover, if we place some fitness gear and build sports fields, the townspeople are more likely to exercise outside. Therefore, not only will it have positive effects on people's physical health, but also it will improve their mental stability and happiness levels. Another reason is that a gorgeous green park in the city center can enhance the town's overall appearance. Just imagine, we can design amazing floral gardens, build elegant fountains, and plant beautiful trees. Wouldn't it be perfect place to organize picnics, romantic dates, and even municipality events? Additionally, I'm sure that if we consistently maintain the park's expression, it can become the top tourist destination and increase the economy of our society even better than a shopping mall. To sum up, I can understand having a shopping mall might be a tempting idea. However, since there is a chance to make positive changes to the population's wellness and the city's appearance, I think building a new park will be a more desirable choice. That's it. Now, what do we see here? It has 4 paragraphs, not 5 but 4, as it should be. The word count is 235 words, too much. Okay? Too much. It should have 150 to 200 words. So, but that shouldn't be a big mistake because let's take a look at how the first paragraph looks like. In the first paragraph, as you can see, it says, while I recognize that building a shopping center might be a great decision, I believe the town should create a recreational park because it will promote a healthy lifestyle for residents and improve the town's visual appeal. What do you say here? What do you see here? You see, I choose option B, even though option A seems cool. That's it. This is how you always approach. I see the validity of the other option that I didn't choose, and I can see how attractive it could be, but I'm still going to stick to my option because it's better, right? And I'm going to give you the reasons why. So, firstly, having a park. Firstly, as you can see, this is bolded. This is a nice connector. Having a park will help people transform their lifestyle. As an avid runner myself, I noticed that our town doesn't have a dedicated space for running and working out. Moreover, if we place, firstly, therefore, not only will it have, but also it will. Here we are given the arguments why our idea is so cool. Having a park will help people transform their lifestyle. So then you elaborate it a little bit. I'm a runner myself. It doesn't have a dedicated spaces, blah, blah, blah. Moreover, if we place some fitness gear in the sports field, the townspeople are more likely to exercise outside. Your biggest argument here is that not only will it have positive effect on people's physical health, but also it will improve their mental stability and happiness levels. So you're not just giving your reason, and you're not straight giving your argument. You're also first elaborating your reason. You give the reason, you elaborate it a little bit, and then you give a strong argument. Okay, the next one, another reason is that, which means pretty much like, here's why, here is also why my idea is awesome. A gorgeous green park in the city center can enhance the town's overall appearance. And then you elaborate it. Just imagine, just think about it. Blah, 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 blah. Additionally, it's organized and even, wouldn't it be cool? Okay, wouldn't it be cool doesn't really sound as a proper argument. But then it says additionally, I'm sure that if we consistently maintain the park's expression, it can become the top tourist destination and increase the economy of our society even better than a shopping mall. Here you can see um, how the good argument is developed. First, it starts with here's another reason why my option is good, and then it elaborates. Imagine this, imagine that, imagine all the good things, and bam, strong argument. It will increase the economy of our society even better than a shopping mall. So, in this way, not only did you mention why your argument is extra good and provided extra arguments for that, but you also mentioned why this other option is going to fail. To sum up, is a typical conclusion. Basically, the last paragraph, as we mentioned, looks just like the first paragraph, only paraphrased. And that's it. This is how this one looks like. Let's take a look at the another one. Task 2, school lunch. This doesn't look pretty good. Why? It has 5 paragraphs. First of all, it has 5, but let me just tell you what the setup is, what the exercise is. It says, school lunch survey. Your children's school provides free school lunches. Usually the lunch is a hamburger, hot dog, or pizza. The children really enjoy the lunches. Some parents want to change the lunches so that the children eat salad or vegetables every day. The school asks you to respond to an opinion survey. So option A, I would prefer the lunches to stay the same, or option B, I would prefer they change the lunches. So to respond. Now this is an email. I don't know, maybe this is the good way to respond to this one. Okay, so in response to your request for my opinion in the foods served for lunch in Bethany School, I think that current food plan should be totally changed or at least modified because of several reasons. Okay, in this part, you're introducing your opinion. First, as we all know, pizzas, hot dogs, and pizzas and hot dogs, and generally all the foods that are rich and fat are proven to be harmful to the human's health as they result in obesity. Why should I care? They can cause many different cardiovascular diseases in one's body. As an educational institute, I expect you to teach our children on the negative effects of these kind of foods and let them understand that avoiding these foods is a beneficial way to have a healthy life. Okay, so this one, even though it's an email, it does have a structure of an email, still it's answering the survey, so the structure is still pretty good. Let me see the word count. The word count here at this point is 209 words, maybe 9 words too much, but this is still tolerable. Believe adding more fresh and organic foods and fibers, you're providing a suggestion, all right. So in the first part, I would say that, I would mention probably the validity of the option A. So even though many kids would like the lunches to stay the same, I would prefer that they change the lunches and make it more, right, make it less boring. So it's healthier. Then you gave some really strong arguments. First, second, so in my opinion, instead of so, in my opinion, the conclusion, I would put something like all things considered, in my opinion, or to sum it up, something like that. But you need to play with them. You need to play with your summaries. You need to play with your connections, transitional phrases, and so on, so you know that you're using the right one. Remember, if it doesn't sound natural to you, it's not going to sound natural to your examiner. Now I have enough time to open the essay strategy. I crammed all the information that I just mentioned. Here's a little snail, even weirder animal that is using a miniature laptop, as you can see here. So task 2, responding to survey questions, and then you will see key skills and strategies 1 and 2. And then you're going to see how this typical task looks like. Here I use the same example in this mind mapping picture, I use the same example. The municipality in the area has empty space and wants to build something, swimming pool, sauna, or other related facilities. So option A is recreation center should be built. Option B, a shopping mall is needed. Now, if you take a look at the first one, your first step is to write an introductory statement. So it needs to acknowledge the validity of other option and reason why you chose the other option. While I recognize that, blah, blah, blah. Firstly, another reason is that, to sum up, I understand, and so on and so forth. You need to build 2 to 3 strong arguments for your option. Your arguments here are: park will help people transform their life. It can enhance the city's overall appearance. And number 3, it can become a top tourist destination. Now, in the third part, you need to support your arguments and ideas with concrete details. So, park will help people transform their life. So, well, not only will it have positive effects on people's physical health, but also it will improve their mental stability and happiness levels, right? Number 2, your second argument is, it can enhance the city's overall appearance. Why should I care? Well, it can become the perfect place to organize picnics, romantic dates, and even municipality events. Okay. Now your third idea is, it can become a top tourist destination. So, well, it can increase the economy of our society even better than the shopping mall will. So not only that you gave a strong support for your third argument, but you also totally demolished the option B that you didn't choose, or option was it option A? Doesn't matter. Yeah, option B. You demolished the option B. So now, at point 4, you need to wrap up and summarize. Basically, you will have to paraphrase the first statement. As you can see, they are connected. There are some of them: conclusion, summary, restatement, and so on. You're going to see in the bottom of the picture with the yellow, with the yellow, in the yellow frame, you're going to see all these important causes, condition, purposes, agreements, addition, similarity, example, support, emphasis. I try to cram all this into essay strategy, so try to use this as much as possible, because all the informations, all the pictures that I have here, including the example of the task, it's crammed here, so you can always take a look and make your mind mapping what is what in here. Okay, so let's sum it up. Task 1, writing an email. What are the important things about writing an email? So, when it comes to writing an email, you have to pay attention that you are using good greeting, appropriate greeting. You need to, in the first paragraph, you need to write a purpose statement. Why are you writing this email? You need to have 5 body paragraphs. You need to write the concluding statement, like hoping that you're going to solve the problem or whatever. A sign-off should be based on the familiarity and formality. And number 6, signature. I don't know, Lady Gaga, whatever you like. I'm not here to judge you. So, when it comes to writing an essay, your instructions are, you need to choose an option A or option B. Okay, why is this important to choose an option? Sometimes you're not going to have enough time, so you need to choose option A or option B. You need to develop, when you're writing your homeworks and when you're writing your essays, when you practice in your free time, you are going to be in a position where you can develop option A or option B. Try to write both options. Try to write the arguments, 2 or 3 arguments for option A, or 2 or 3 arguments for option B. Because when you're in a situation when you don't know which one to choose, just pick any one, even if you don't agree with this one at this point, because you're not having enough time. So you need to build up your strategy to find out and to brainstorm what your arguments are, what your ideas are, and how you can support them. Now, in body paragraphs, you are going to have 2 to 3 paragraphs, 4 in total in this part. Concluding statement, write 1 or 2 sentences to sum up the message Avoid simply repeating the introductory statement. So just rephrase it. Don't repeat what the task tells you to do. Rephrase it and make it, I don't know, make it more fresh. Use different words. That's why you need to have a really strong vocabulary. You need to know a lot of synonyms so your phrasing is better. That's it for now, guys. Next class, we're going to talk about speaking practice, speaking test, and what are the best strategies, how you can conquer that. Thank you so much for taking your time. Again, if you need any questions, you can write on my email and you can type in my Skype chat box. Take care, and remember, you need to sacrifice for each class, for each 1 hour that you take to listen to these videos, you need to sacrifice at least 1 hour of your free time when you're doing practice, when you're doing your homeworks, and this is the only way this strategy is going to work. Thank you so much.